Thank you, Chairwoman Loria, Ranking Member Boss, for hosting today's legislative hearing. Earlier this year, along with Representatives Seth Moulton and Don Bacon, I introduced H.R. 1911, the Sergeant First Class Brian Woods Gold Star and Military Survivors Act. This legislation is named in memory of a Green Beret that I had the honor of serving with, who was killed in Afghanistan in 2009. I am thankful to Armed Services Committee Chairman Adam Smith and Ranking Member Mac Thornberry for including several provisions of this legislation in the House mark of this year's Defense Authorization Bill, and I'm confident that they will be retained in conference. Therefore, the focus of my testimony will be on sections 3 and 6 of this legislation. And let me first state, I fully support eliminating the SBP DIC offset. However, my legislation addresses a separate aspect of these two benefit programs for surviving spouses. We all know that the families of our service members wait for their loved one's safe return, often anxiously waiting to hear from them once more. Unfortunately for some, what they hear is the chilling knock on their door from a chaplain. It changes them forever, and it makes them part of the Gold Star family. Under current law, if a Gold Star spouse remarries, as Ranking Member Boss mentioned, prior to turning 55, they lose their SBP. If they remarry after turning 55, the SBP continues uninterrupted. For the DIC, a Gold Star spouse loses those benefits if they remarry prior to turning 57. I don't know where these numbers come from, but that's the law. I would like to highlight under a quirk of the law, Section 1311 Echo of USC 38, surviving spouses who remarry after age 57 receive both SBP and DIC in full. Colleagues, this makes no sense. My legislation simply allows surviving spouses to continue to move forward with their lives, allow them to remarry free of fear for losing their benefits owed to them for their family's noble sacrifice. Instead, we now have spouses trying to move forward with the next phase of their lives, and they should not be penalized. Like, as a combat veteran, a Green Beret, this is personal for me. This is also a strategic issue for our volunteer military. We are 18 years into the war on terror. I firmly believe we're only in the beginning stages of a multi-generational war. This is a team effort on these constant deployments, and they are constantly deciding whether to continue to deploy. The bottom line is, if our family support starts cracking, the entire foundation of our modern military is in trouble. I ask this committee to favorably report this important legislation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Waltz.